Today we are going to discuss the introduction to thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is derived from two Greek words, thermes meaning heat, dynamikos meaning powerful. Thermodynamics, the science of relationship between heat and temperature and their relation to work and energy. In broad terms, thermodynamics deals with the transfer of energy from one place to another and from one form to another. In the coming chapter, we are going to discuss the four laws of thermodynamics, namely zeroth law, first law, second law, and third law. Zeroth law of thermodynamics, when two systems are in each in thermal equilibrium with the third system, the first two systems are in thermal equilibrium with each other. This property makes it meaningful to use thermometer as the third system and to define a temperature scale. Then we have a first law, that is law of conservation of energy. The change in a system's internal energy is equal to the difference between heat added to the system from the surrounding and work done by the system or its surrounding. That is delta U is equal to Q minus W. Then we have the second law of thermodynamics, that is heat does not flow spontaneously from a colder region to a hotter region. Or equivalently, heat at a given temperature cannot be converted entirely into work. Consequently, the entropy of a closed system or a heat energy per unit temperature increases over time towards the सब maximum value. एंट्रोपी का कॉन्सेप्ट आया, ठीक है, हीट इंजन रेफ्रिजरेटर. Then the third law of thermodynamics, that the entropy of a perfect crystal of element in its most stable form tends to zero as the temperature approaches absolute zero. We are going to discuss all these four laws of thermodynamics one by one in detail. But before we discuss these laws in detail, we should be aware about some thermodynamic terms that we would be using in the coming chapter. Number one, that is system. The application of thermodynamic principle begins by defining a system that is some sense distinct from the surrounding. For example, system could be a sample of gas inside the cylinder with a movable piston, an entire steam engine, the planet Earth, or even the entire universe. In general, systems are free to exchange heat, work, and other forms of energy with their surrounding system. Then, what the thermodynamic system is? Thermodynamic system is a specific portion of matter that is separated from the surroundings with a definite boundary on which our attention is focused. The system boundary may be real or imaginary, fixed or deformable. There are three thermodynamic systems, namely isolated system, closed system, open system. By isolated system, we mean neither the mass nor the energy can cross the boundary. By closed system, we mean that mass cannot cross the boundary but energy can. By open system, both mass and energy can cross the selected boundary. Now, in order to understand the isolated closed and open system, let us take an example of hot coffee in a thermos flask. गरम है गरम ही रहेगी, ठंडी है ठंडी ही रहेगी. So neither the mass nor the energy can transfer the boundary. Hence, it is an example of isolated system. If I take the same coffee in a closed flask, normal flask, थोड़ी देर बाद ठंडी हो जाएगी. So that is an example of closed system. It cannot spill it out, but it will lose its temperature after certain amount of time. So hence it is an example of closed system. And if I take the same coffee in an open cup, it can spill it out, ठंडी भी हो जाएगी, मतलब कॉफ़ी भी बाहर आ सकती है और एनर्जी भी बाहर आ सकती है. Hence it is an example of open system. Surroundings. As we discussed, everything outside the system that has a direct influence on the behavior of the system is known as surrounding. And the boundary is what? It is a closed surface surrounding a system through which energy and mass may enter or leave the system. That is system, boundary and surroundings. Then we should be aware of what is thermodynamic state. System's condition at any given time is called its thermodynamic state. For a gas in a cylinder with a movable piston, state of the system is identified by temperature, pressure, volume of the gas. These properties are characteristics properties that have a definite value at each state and are independent of the way in which system arrived at that state. In other words, any change in the value of the property, say temperature, pressure, volume, depends on the initial and the final state of the system, not on the path followed by the system. So this is the state. Initial state, final state. That is system's condition, system's property at any given time is called its thermodynamic state. Functional relationship connecting the various parameters at that time needed to specify the state of the system is equation of the state. For example, an ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT, जहाँ पर हम प्रेशर, वॉल्यूम, टेम्परेचर को किसी भी टाइम पर हम डिफाइन कर रहे हैं, दैट इज द इक्वेशन ऑफ द स्टेट. And we can also define the thermodynamic equilibrium. That is, particular important concept is in which there is no tendency for the state of the system to change spontaneously. System state changes when there is any transfer of energy from one point to another. Hence, when there is no change of state, we say system is in thermal equilibrium. And the basic steps that we follow when a system moves from initial state to final state, that is known as thermodynamic process. Sequence of steps, one or more steps connecting different states of the system, that is process. Process may be again classified as reversible, irreversible, and then isothermal, isobaric, isochoric, adiabatic. Isothermal we mean by temperature is constant, by isobaric pressure is constant, isochoric volume is constant, adiabatic no heat flows from the system, that is adiabatic process. As we already discussed, thermodynamic equilibrium, a system in which there is no change, that is there is no transfer of heat from one media to another, that is thermodynamic equilibrium. We'll discuss the temperature in the coming classes, that is the criteria for a system to be in thermodynamic equilibrium, and we'll discuss by zeroth law that when two systems are at same temperature, they are in thermal equilibrium with each other. But right now, when we haven't discussed the temperature as yet, we can say that two systems are in thermal equilibrium when there is no change of state. And then a very important topic, that is continuum model in thermodynamics. Let us consider a gas in a container, example bottle with the air or a LPG cylinder. The gas is made up of large number of individual molecules all moving here and there. Now they are bound to be collided, which is of two types again: intermolecular collision, that is collision between the two molecules within the container, and the molecules may collide with the boundary of the container. If we measure the distance traveled by each molecule in the container before it experiences a collision and take the average of that distance, that is called a mean free path. Now, if we want to study the properties of the gas in the container, example, if in length scale of the container is much larger than the mean free path of the molecule, the continuum approximation holds good. That is, the gas in container can be treated as big continuous body, and the effect of the various transport phenomena can be studied, that is by temperature, pressure and other properties are to be called macroscopic. For example, temperature. There is nothing called temperature of a molecule of a gas. We always say temperature of the gas. Temperature is first as a net kinetic energy. It is measured as the net kinetic energy of the collisions in the container. Similarly for pressure. Pressure has no meaning at molecular level. Pressure of the container is felt on the net rate of change of momentum when molecules collide against the wall of the container. Therefore, we say that we want the properties to be macroscopic, and for properties to be macroscopic, we want system to be continuous, and that is the continuum model. the we define the properties as continuous function of space and time when dimension of individual particle is negligible with respect to overall dimension of the system, when the molecule of individual particle is very large and the size of the container is much larger than the mean free path of the molecule. That is continuum model of thermodynamics. In today's class, we discussed only the very fundamental terms that we are going to study in the coming chapter. So, the questions that could be asked in a board exam in today's class are: explain the continuum approach in thermodynamics, a very favorite question of the examiner carrying a 2 marks weightage. Then define thermodynamic variable, its type, what are the examples of each, what is thermal equilibrium, what is isothermal, isobaric, adiabatic process? Give example. Such type of question carrying a 2 marks weightage can be asked in the board exams. We'll discuss now in the coming classes. Now basic, what are the laws of thermodynamics and what are the application of thermodynamics. Thank you.